Welcome to the London Kitchen. I'm Valerie London. I'm the author of The Ingredient Diet. This video is concerned with secondary fat. So the second chapter of The Ingredient Diet begins the discussion about secondary fat and why it's different from natural body fat. And today I'm going to provide you with an example of what secondary fat looks like and how to avoid building this type of fat in the body because it's a toxic fat. And toxic fat creates weight gain and other symptoms of disease. So without further ado, I'm going to cut to the next portion of the video, which discusses the product that I picked for this example, which is chicken. And so I'm not a surgeon, so I don't cut into people and I can't show you the inner workings of the body. So I thought using a chicken would be a good example because the poultry and meat today is fed with similar toxins that we are also ingesting. This secondary fat example is going to be using chicken for the demonstration. Alright, so thank you very much, and here's part 2. Okay, so we're back, and here is my cleanly derived chicken. So I want to show you what that looks like. Alright. And it has fat on it, see? It has fat on it. So I don't want to suggest that we don't have fat. We do. And this is the other chicken. Alright? Now this has, if you can see it beyond the frozen bits, is that it has these thick bits of accumulated fat. Can you see that? I'm going to pull one out so that you can see it. See? Where is my finger here? Here is my finger. And where is the camera? Right here. Alright? I'm going to move it back a bit. And you can see the fat. Alright? It looks sort of enlarged. Okay, so now you can see this fat here. Alright? So this fat is sort of all over this chicken. If you can see it, this is all fat. Now this is a trimmed chicken, or that's how it's advertised. And if I pull on this fat here, you can see how the fat is thicker, and it's sort of where's my other knife here? I'll show you this knife here. If I trim this, I'm going to trim the fat off. Frozen bit of meat, then the fat comes off a little easier. And I'm taking this fat off like it's butter, right? So this is all fat. Can you see that? Right? So this is on commercial chicken. This is commercial chicken. I'm going to move this back here so you can see it. And that's just one piece of very thick fat that is on. Now this is what I call secondary fat. Okay? When you get these big chunks of fat. Now I'm going to take off the ice crystals on here. So you can see this is very sort of very robust fat that I took off. And here it is again on this side of the chicken right down here. Can you see it? And it's very white. The fat is very white. Alright? Now, this is the chicken that they serve you in restaurants. Okay? They buy this chicken. This is wholesale commercial chicken. Here's more fat here. Now this fat is all the way through the bird. So here it is. More fat, right? And right in here, and I'm gonna pull this chicken apart a bit so you can see that is the depth of where this chicken is, alright? I'm going to pull out a bit more. I'm going to rip it in half so you can see that this chicken fat is all the way through. It's garnered in the chicken, alright? Right here. You see that? Right in here. Here's some more. And all the way around. I'm going to pull it open. This is thigh meat, if you were curious, right? And that's what, I'm going to try and dig this out with my nails. This is what commercial chicken looks like, right? This is what you buy from your grocery store, right? Right? These are chickens that are grown in confined spaces. They're fed chemically derived foods, hormone-derived foods. See here? All right? And they have this sort of very thick fat on them. Now this is a fat that the nice restaurants trim off. All right? But for the most part, this is the chicken that you're buying from the grocery store and you're taking home. Right? So this is the amount of fat that I just managed to take off in a second or two. All right? And that's grossly disgusting. All right? Now, I'm going to wash my hands a bit. And we're going to go to the chicken that is pasture raised. Now, just a note about organics, okay? Today the preference is to eat organic food. But really, if you're eating an organic chicken and then you're following that up with, I don't know, something non-organic, it sort of negates the organics. So it's all well and good buying all this expensive organic food, but if you're not going to be consistent at it, it's really pointless. All right? Now, when it comes to buying organic dairy, all right? Now, you have to understand that dairy is pasteurized. All right? So anything that's pasteurized has all the nutrients destroyed in it. So if it's organic pasteurized dairy, it's preferable to commercial dairy, but you still have to remember that there's no nutrients in the dairy because it's been pasteurized, right? But it's a much more cleanly derived product. All right, so let's back to our chicken. Now here is a normal chicken. All right, this one just happens to have skin on it, so I'm going to try and remove the skin, or not. And I'm just going to pull off the bone so that you can see what I am doing. Now, this chicken has fat on it, just like the other one, all right? Has fat, here's fat, but it's different fat, all right? See, the fat on this chicken is not overly white, and there's not that much on it, okay? It's the same size chicken thigh as the other one, but it has 1/3 less the fat on it. And the fat that it does have on it is different, all right? This fat is slightly pinky, all right? Whereas the other fat is white. But the point is it has 1/3 less fat on this chicken breast. Okay? So that's without me doing anything to the chicken or removing anything. If I was to remove, the fattiest bit would be this little bit right here. All right? And that's about it. All right? So it's not even, I don't know, it's a smidge compared to the rest of the fat I took off the other thigh. So that's what chicken, when you buy it, should look like. You know, you should not have to take a knife and have to shave the chicken of every, fat wad that is on it. All right? So that's that. That's pasture-raised. That's not even organic chicken. That's just pasture-raised chicken. All right? So that is my example of secondary fat. Secondary fat is large accumulations of thick fat on the animal, all right? And that is fat that cannot be digested because of the type of, where are you? The type of way that the animal is raised, how it is fed, how it is exercised, how it is slaughtered, how it is managed through its life. So I'm going to lift up my camera, and thank you again for watching. And just be really just wise when you buy your meat and fish and other ingredients, that you're very careful about what you're buying. We spend a lot of money on food, 32 trillion dollars, not individually, but as a country in the United States. So whatever you're buying, if you're going to spend so much money on it, you might as well buy something really good that's going to digest properly in the body and is not going to make you fat or sick. All right? So thank you very much, and please read on. You're at chapter 2, so just keep going on the ingredient diet, and there'll be more videos to come.